Junior forward Jaycee Gebhard joining me, and boy, hard to believe we're calling you a junior already. Time definitely does fly. And one other thing that we can call you as of now is assistant captain for 2018-19. Jay was named to the 4-player leadership group of the Colonials women's team, which is a first in the Paul Colantino era that they're going with a 4-player group. Just how does it feel to get picked to be a part of that?
I mean, it's an honor. I mean, like, a lot of the girls in the locker room are leaders, and so to be a part of the Select 4 group is definitely an honor, and it definitely shows the respect that the coaches and the players have for the 4 of us.
I mean, how does it feel to be back and to be diving into another year of collegiate hockey? You've accomplished so much in your first 2. Thoughts, feelings about just being back on campus for year number 3?
Oh, it's definitely exciting. I mean, we have a pretty new young team, so it's going to be exciting this season to kind of see how that plays out and kind of play with different people. And I mean, just coming back here is always a lot of fun, and we start our season Saturday, so everyone's getting pretty anxious and fired up for that.
How does it feel to have your fellow Saskatchewanian? Did I get that right? Is that
close enough?
Okay, close enough. Good. That's good. How does it feel to have Rennie back with you on that top line and part of the leadership group also with you, for that matter?
It's definitely awesome. I mean, this is our 14th year, pretty much on the same line, so it's pretty comfortable. But it's going to be a lot of fun. This will be our last year ever playing together, so we're just trying to make the most of it.
And kind of sobering and exciting all at once, I guess. You had a really exciting summer, though, getting to play with the Team Canada National Women's Development Team. That's and you are a very spirited, nationalistic person. I know that. You were probably more proud than anybody to don that uniform. So what was that like?
It was definitely fun, and it's always an honor to get picked to play at those camps and on that team. But it was just a good experience, play with other top players from the NCAA and against the American team, obviously, and represent RMU was a lot of fun.
And you got to be with Welshie, obviously, and you got to see Britt one more time.
Yeah.
That's got to be pretty cool, too.
Yeah, I mean, I was unfortunately I was on the opposite team of both of them, so I didn't get to see them too often, but it was fun to play against them, kind of different sides this time, so we had lots of fun kind of slashing each other and poking at each other.
And going back to the end of last season, you finished individually particularly strong. You had a nice long hot streak at the end of last season after kind of a modest start to the beginning of the year season. What can you draw on that as you go into 2018-19?
I think just take the confidence from that, kind of knowing that I'm able to do what I can do and use the other players on the team, and just building from that confidence now, being kind of an upperclassman, being able to help the younger girls to build that confidence so that we're all kind of starting strong, not kind of a lull and then get hot, so that we're all just ready to go for Saturday, and then for the next weekend kind of peaking for that first game.
And it's a very interesting schedule this year, especially in non-conference, where you have a bunch of last year's teams that were in the national top 10 on a weekly basis. I think 10 of 14 non-conference against teams that were in the top 10. Exciting, intimidating, a little bit of both. How do you guys feel about that?
I think we're all excited. I mean, there's obviously lots of buzz around the locker room about it, kind of looking at their rosters and stuff like that, but we're all excited because it gives us an opportunity to show ourselves and not back down and kind of play maybe a team that's not in the top 10. It might not be as much hype around it or whatever, but when we go play those teams, we know like we can beat them, so we might as well go beat them and then show them that we should be in the top 10. So it kind of gives us lots of excitement going into those games. I mean, we'll see how it comes when one of those games come around. Probably a little bit of nerves, but we're definitely excited.
You definitely had at least 1 or 2 signature wins last year and the year before that, for sure. And finally, that takes us into Saturday, which is the annual preseason game against Ontario Tech, aka UOIT. It's a free game here at Colonials Arena, 7:05 puck drop, so come one, come all, get your first glimpse of the 18-19 Colonials. By now, the preseason game is kind of old hat for you, obviously, being a junior, but what do you try to take from that gets you ready for week 1?
We just try to develop our line chemistry. I mean, we've kind of had 4 practices so far with our line, so just building chemistry with that, kind of seeing where people fit in, and just kind of get the energy up. Like, no matter the score or whatever, we're just trying to build relationships on the bench, see how people react during the game. So it's going to be exciting, and it's definitely fun that I think this is the first year in my time here that we've played the week after. So we're definitely excited to kind of go right into the season after the exhibition game.
Assistant Captain Jaycee Gebhard of Robert Morris, and for that matter, this past summer, Team Canada. Thank you, Jay. Good luck Saturday.
Thank you.